Hi kids, I've got the pipe out and that means you're in for a lecture. So, yesterday I wrote an article provocatively titled "In Defense of Rape", and this, understandably because people are predictable and stupid, caused a massive Twitter storm, internet storm, and people came charging in to try and get their white knight credentials from the get-go. Yeah, I chose to focus on rape, and you saw the word rape and you flipped out. You didn't read the rest properly, you didn't acknowledge it, you just saw the word rape and that was it. But that's kind of what I was talking about. You dismiss this as a plot device simply because, well, who knows really. It's not like it can't be a good plot device. Ill Earth, Cold Commands, pick a Robin Hood book at random with a dart, you're pretty much bound to find one with some rape in it. George R.R. Martin, it recurs throughout fiction because it's powerful, because it's meaningful, because it gets a reaction from people. But your reaction is to automatically presume that it must be cheap, tawdry, badly done, trite, without even looking at the medium in question. Rape is a fucking awesome plot device. You know what else is a fucking awesome plot device? Murder. Genocide. The apocalypse. World War III. War. Famine. Disease. All of these things present challenges and have nuance and affect your characters. Not just rape. Suppose you're a painter and you have a big showing at a gallery and a deputation of people turns up to tell you to stop using the colour yellow in your paintings. Maybe they've even got a good reason for it. Maybe they've got synesthesia. Maybe they experienced the colour yellow as a throbbing pain in their scrotum or something. But yeah, why should you? That's their issue. They don't like it, fine, that's their taste. Even if they have a legitimate problem with it, they're just a small portion of your audience. Why should you bow to their whim? Why should you take that colour out of your palette and no longer use it? It's good to have a broad set of tools in your arsenal. I'm not saying rape should always be used or you can't sometimes use something else. I'm just saying it's there, it's a plot device, it's something you can use. It's there in your arsenal as a storyteller. Up there, if you're watching this on the blog, is pretty much the meat of the same article, but this time talking about murder. And I bet you it doesn't get anything like as much of a peep out of people as the rape one did. Why? I don't know, murder's bad, isn't it? But we don't buy into the argument that computer games genuinely are murder simulators, or that somehow murder gets trivialized by our media. And if we do, we're written off as kooks. And I bet you most of the people arguing against me don't swallow the idea that violence in media breeds violence in real life, or trivialise it, or inures people to it somehow, any more than D&D made you into a Satanist. So why the different attitude to this? I don't know. You tell me. You're the ones for being weird and hypocritical. Use your brain. If you don't like something, that's fine. You don't like it. That's a subjective personal judgment. If you think the use of a rape thing is trite, whatever, argue that to your heart's content. Okay? That's a subjective personal judgment. Where we start running into trouble is where you take your personal distaste and you try and expand it out into some grand societal social ill to justify your personal distaste. It's fine to just not like something. You don't have to justify it, right? You just don't. And if people stopped trying to turn their personal distaste into a crusade, then we might be a bit better off. You sound like anti-gay marriage campaigners. You really do. You really, really do. Anyway, I'm up for discussion for people with half a brain who will actually read what I say. You can leave that on the blog, you can leave a comment here, or you can contact me on Twitter @grimatchu.